The commencement of the fifth wave of aggression has been declared, marked by a robust counteroffensive led by the United States and the United Kingdom against the unlawful attacks perpetrated by Hezbollah and the Houthis. Tensions in the region have escalated significantly. It is evident that Hezbollah and the Houthis, recognized as terrorist organizations, experienced a significant setback in the territory of Israel, witnessing the elimination of their key leaders one by one. However, with the re-engagement of Britain and the United States in Yemen, the entire situation has taken a new turn. Balance in the Red Sea has changed. The Houthis are still trying to close the Red Sea and prevent the passage of ships. However, I can say that the fifth period of the attacks caused a major breakthrough, and at the same time with the heavy losses of Hezbollah. And the FF launched an all-out attack. The 401st Armoured Brigade entered the Daraj and Tufa areas in Gaza and broke through Hamas's last line of defense. Hamas's largest headquarters and training center in Gaza was destroyed in this operation. Tanks have entered the huge training center, and the sounds of explosions are still coming from the center. On the other hand, the four most experienced battalions of the Israeli forces entered Khan Yunis for the last and final operation. Commandos, parachute troops and armored brigades are moving into the heart of Hamas. Critical reports have been coming in throughout the day, and the attacks are all interconnected. The Israel-Hamas war has spread to the Red Sea. To understand the reports much better, I recommend watching the video to the end. Let's start our report without wasting time. First of all, I would like to make a statement before we start our report. We report on the operations of the IDF on a daily basis, and for example, I am describing at least the fifth operation completed on the Daraj Talin. As I have mentioned in many of my videos, the Israeli forces have completed the siege and the creation of a safe zone in the Gaza Strip. However, it is known that terrorists are still hiding in houses, streets, and to a lesser extent in tunnels. It is very difficult to distinguish between normal people and terrorist organization members. For this reason, even if clearance operations are completed in a region, there is a possibility that very small groups may hide and organize attacks again. However, I must point out that the reports I have published consist of the most critical and important reports the day. Without wasting any more time, let's move on to our video. Our first report is from the Daraj Tufa line. In the report I published yesterday, I talked about a different point of the same Daraj Tufa. In this process, the besieged target area is gradually cleared. We know that IDF drones are collecting images 24 hours a day. And at the same time, very important intelligence reports continue to be transmitted to the Army, the unmanned aerial vehicles in groups in accordance with the intelligence reports collected very important images on the new target and marked the Hamas training center. It was determined that the Al-Jabari outpost located in the middle of the Daj and Tufa neighborhoods was used as a training center by Hamas. The released drone footage clearly training tracks a pool to simulate naval attacks, mortars and officers to simulate weapons attacks, while it was observed that the base was located next to a large unit of 2 km 4001 Brigade. Took action in this process. After completing its preparations, the Armoured Brigade started moving towards the outpost, and the first attack came from drone unmanned aerial vehicles. Carried out 6 major attacks on the outpost where Hamas was gathered, and the Hamas groups around it with the attacks. It was observed that the soldiers ran into the outpost garden. After a brief exchange of fire, 19 Hamas members were neutralized. After control of the area was established, IDF combat engineers entered the area afterwards. A large number of explosives were deployed in the tunnel line headquarters and training center. With the withdrawal of the soldiers, area was destroyed in a safe and controlled manner. After the success of the first operation, the second operation began in Khan Yunis in the south. As a result of this operation, Hamas suffered such heavy losses that Hezbollah and the resulted, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the United States and Britain's operation in Yemen began with this major attack by the IDF. 4 large brigades of the IDF completed their preparations for the operation. Commandos, parachute troops, the Gavati Brigade and the 7th Brigade mobilized to attack the target and surrounded the terrorist cell in Khan Yunis. Upon completion of the encirclement, warplanes carried out 26 strikes against Hamas targets after the airstrikes. Experienced units attacked headquarters, the outpost and terror cells. With this attack, 50 Hamas members were neutralized as a result of the first attack, while more than 200 Hamas members were wounded or surrendered. Nearly 300 Hamas members were neutralized at a single point. In this process, the IDF took full control of the area where fierce clashes took place, and armored vehicles, tanks and new brigades were sent to the area. The Hamas terrorist organization lost two very important and strong points, such as Gaza and Khan Yunis. We will now see more attacks on the tunnels and the of the founding leaders of Hamas. Is only a matter of time at the end of the IDF's two successful operations. The United States officially announced that the Houthis had launched an attack. The United States warned of an attack over the Gulf of Aden, while it was reported that the Houthis preparing to attack with missiles. 3 missiles launched were destroyed by the United States Navy. The United States reported that the missiles were destroyed for the safety of the Navy. Shortly afterwards, the sound of fighter jets was heard and British bombers were observed taking action to stop the Houthi disrupting trade in the Red Sea, while coalition warplanes hit Houthi targets in Es, the capital of Yemen. It was reported that explosions occurred one after another on the coastline. The major operation, which started aviation named Poseidon Archer, will continue until all long-term and terrorist targets are destroyed. The United States organized the 5th attack on Iran-backed Houthi areas. The United States Central Command announced that 2 Houthi missiles destroyed and Houthi missile launchers were successfully destroyed. As we come to the end of our video, I would like to give you an important reminder. I would like to state that we follow and analyze current and accurate news for you moment by moment. We share with you the news we receive from more than 100 correspondents in the region and the reports we obtain from military public information systems. It is also worth mentioning that we work more than 15 hours a day. Therefore, if you would like to make a donation, please click on the Super Thank You button. Your donations enable us to deliver our news to more people and provide better quality reports. Your donations are very important and valuable to us. We need your support to analyze hundreds of reports and to deliver news from the field to you objectively. We have come to the end of another report. We will continue to convey the events in the following hours to you quickly and accurately. We continue to convey the events to you objectively. You can like the videos to support us. You can also subscribe to the channel to make it easier to follow new videos. I wish you all happy day. See you soon. Happy day. See you soon.